Hey, I'm Sian, an American living in Kazakhstan, and this is These Are My People. Each episode, I sit down with one friend to talk about where they want to be 10 years from now, what drives them, and the plans they're making to get there. We'll also dive into one interesting topic. These are ordinary people with ordinary dreams. Hi guys, welcome to These Are My People. Today I've got a special guest with me. So before I tell you why he's special, which I'm sure you can probably guess, Assan, what can you tell us about yourself?
My name is Assan. And I'm a doctor when it's convenient, I'm an IT guy, just a nerd that you can see in every office when it's not convenient.
Yeah, when he means convenient, he means if nobody's dying, he's a doctor. If you're sick, he's not a doctor. Somebody's dying, there's an emergency, he's just an IT guy, just an IT guy.
Yeah. But you make those jokes about me that I'm convenient or not, but you ask questions how this acetaminophen is gonna work.
Yeah, well, doctors should know that kind of information.
Yeah, but not a...
Acetaminophen is like the basic of basic medicines.
Yeah, but I mean, how is gonna work with some that gel of vitamins that you are eating, and you ask this kind of question. I'm not a pharmacologist. I'm just a doctor.
Just
a doctor. Yeah.
I think doctors are a little bit above pharmacists, no?
But no, when it's the questions about medicine and how they work with each other. Yeah.
Okay. So this is Assan. He's a doctor when it's convenient. When it's not, he's an IT guy. In addition to that, he's my fiancé.
Woohoo!
Finally. We're in the process now. We submitted our documents. The process is so long in Kazakhstan. Maybe in the States too, actually. To be honest, I've never gotten married in the States, so I don't know.
You promised that.
Yeah, I promised. So we filled out papers about 2 weeks ago, or 2.5. On Monday, we pick up our marriage certificate. So
I finally proposed.
Finally.
Yeah, after 3 years, I chose a day when you were not ready.
Yeah, he chose. Okay, so I was expecting it. We were in Africa with my parents, and I knew that it was gonna happen on this trip. And I told my colleagues, my friends, when I come back from this trip, I'll be engaged. So
I didn't know about that.
He didn't know.
I thought it's gonna be a surprise. Like she doesn't have no idea, but she said
I
knew
knew.
about it.
I was waiting. I mean, I knew it would happen after you spoke to my dad. That was the reason it took 3 years, is because one of the requirements was that he met my dad. He had met my mom twice, 3 times.
Yeah.
Three times. 3 times before, but he had never met my dad before. So, but I looked cute on other days. I did my hair, I did my makeup. Not because I was expecting proposal those days, just as I would an average day.
Yeah.
And then we went for a safari. We had to get up at 5 in the morning or something. I didn't even think about it. I just woke up. I didn't do my hair. I put it on top of my head in the ugliest way possible. Okay, I have a big forehead. I don't look great with my hair up like that.
Hey.
I don't wear my hair like that.
Talk about my fiancé like that.
I don't wear my hair like that outside the house. But I put my hair up like that. I didn't do it. I did no makeup. I looked tired. I looked like I woke up at 5 in the morning. The thought for some reason at 5 in the morning did not even cross my mind that it was going to be that day. And then I remember at one point you asked, isn't there going to be a lookout point? I thought, today's the day and I look like this. And then when you actually did it, I also wasn't expecting it. And you said, honey, I go, no.
But I don't know how can you read my mind like this, but the day before I had the other opportunity. We were sitting by the river, at the restaurant, and I was thinking about it. I got nervous, and I was like, my hands start sweating, and you felt that you're like, honey, your hands are cold. What happened?
No, okay. I was freaking out because Assan is a friggin' heater. Even my hand now is burning just touching him at all times. His body is hot. I was holding his hand and it was cold, like ice cold, like holding a woman's hands. Yeah, like holding a woman's hands. And then, okay, honey, it was no secret. You know why? Because you were sitting like this. My dad was on the other side of the table sitting like this. Like this, and I thought, okay, something's going on there. So
we were just
chit-chatting together.
Chit-chatting, yeah.
But what to order for lunch?
Yeah. Should I try kudu or not? Are they gonna offer crocodile tail?
Oh no? My goodness.
Yeah.
So we are, I don't know at what point it becomes official in Kazakhstan, but we're picking up our marriage license on Monday.
Yeah.
And we are not having a wedding or your traditional kinds of wedding, which I feel like is a little bit controversial. Even though we're doing like a small friend celebration, we're just gonna like barbecue some meats, play a little bit outside in nature. I told everybody don't come fancy, and they're like, Sian, so we're gonna get a dress, like a really big dress. Is this kind of dress fine? I think, what part of casual do you not understand? They're making fun of me, like, what do you want me to come in jeans? And I said, yeah, I want you to come in jeans. We're gonna be outside.
Yeah, we're just gonna. I hope my mom
won't show.
No, not about it. I hope it won't break her heart.
Oh,
because we are just gonna have fun, but not the way that she wants. Spending a million.
Yeah. We've been talking about not having a wedding for forever, right? Since marriage came up in our relationship, and for several different reasons. But I remember when your mom understood, like, okay, Assan's gonna propose, he's gonna ask Sian's dad. Your mom started talking to us even before we were engaged about what we want for wedding. And we kind of, at that point, we said 0. And do you remember that day what the result of the conversation was?
Yeah, 3 weddings.
3 weddings.
Yeah.
We went.
She said, okay, let's put some like event that we can do, but also we need to do it with her colleagues. So it should be 2 events, but also it's better to have fun with my relatives in the south. So it's gonna be another wedding. So
yeah, we somehow went in saying nothing.
Yeah.
Then we came out with saying, okay, 3 weddings. Then I walked away that day and I thought, what have I agreed to? Like, I'm both of us are pretty easygoing.
Yeah.
And both of us don't have a super strong opinion about the wedding. So I think we just wanted to, like, okay, Mom, if that's what you want.
Yeah, if it's gonna make you happy. Yeah. And if you really want it, then okay.
But the more we thought about it, the biggest reason for both of us is money, right?
Yeah.
And it's not like it's not just about not having money. If we wanted a wedding, we would spend money on a wedding. But
of course, if it's the way or the emotions that we need, we wanted to, of course.
And we don't have anything against weddings in general.
Yeah.
But just the thought of spending like $20,000.
20, it's one wedding.
Yeah, in Kazakhstan we have 2 weddings and you spend 20 on each. So, and if we have 3 weddings, that's $60,000. So the thought of spending that much money on a wedding just for me is insane. Insane. That's a down payment on an apartment.
Yeah. But here you need to invite dancers. You need to invite MC.
Oh yeah.
Somebody should sing there, and you also need to pay for every movement that is happening there. And entertain for 7 hours.
Yeah, Yeah, so for both of us, it's about money. Also, as you said, entertain for 7 hours. Catholic weddings
Mhm.
are long, which is great, which is fine. But the bride and groom always look so terribly bored. I think I've been to 5 or 6 weddings now in
Mhm.
Kazakhstan, and the bride and groom have to stand
Yeah,
during all of the toasts. And pretty
squat
much,
day.
yeah, and pretty much the whole wedding is just toasts.
Yeah.
So, of course, with some dancing, some
Mhm.
concert, but if I'm going to spend money, I don't want to spend money to stand and listen to people speak. I'm a teacher. I listen to people speak all the time, anyways. So,
Uh,
yeah. And then also about like trying to make everybody happy with religious and cultural differences. It's just easier not to do anything rather than to try
mhm.
to make everybody happy, or more importantly, not to offend anybody, I think.
Yeah, because for sure there will be one of my relatives who would say, I spent 2 days, just 2 days to get
Jeff?
from, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so there for sure will be one of my grandmas.
How many grandpas and grandmas do you have? One.
Uh, yeah, few grandmas.
Grandmas. Okay.
So uh, then it's with this kind of events, it's easy to lose the control because a lot of things can like go like not according the plan
Yeah.
that you made,
Yeah.
and to fix it, you need to again spend money for that, and for sure there will be a few situations.
Even with our gathering, I'll call it not a wedding, with our friends, so there will be about 25 people-ish, including both of our friends.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking like even anyways, there's probably going to be toast. Like I could care less about toast. It's sweet, okay? Toasts are sweet, but I could care less. Like say something, don't say something. I know you want good things for me. You don't have to put it in a speech for me. Maybe just
Yeah.
because I'm not a big fan of giving toasts. But anyways, just going to the point that you said, it's easy to lose control. Like people are going to start putting in their desires.
Yeah, for sure there will be toasts.
Yeah. Even if there's only
Even if
24. Kazakh weddings have
yeah,
hundreds. So even with
Yeah.
24 people, and we can't really control it. But
100 is small Kazakh wedding.
yeah, yeah.
So,
So I saw a trend recently, and I told you I wanted to do this on this trend. And I don't remember who said it. I don't remember if they were a psychologist, a counselor, or just a random person. I really don't remember. I didn't save the video because at first I thought, kind of stupid. But then I decided to do it. So
and we're here.
then we're here today doing it. I asked, well, both of us to prepare 3 things we get from this relationship, 3 things we think that we bring, so the other person gets from the relationship, and 3 things the other person doesn't get in this relationship. And it's easy to put like funny things, right?
Yeah.
We can make a lot of funny things, but and even me first, funny things come to mind, but I wanted to do it seriously. So we wrote 3 things in each of these categories.
Yeah, but I have a 4th category.
Yeah, fourth category of jokes. We'll say that for the end. Okay.
Let's see.
Prepare your jokes. So we don't know each other's answers.
Yeah.
We just know that we're going to talk about this. So let's start with things that we get from the relationship. You want to start?
Yeah. Please.
All right, let's go.
I get the things that you give. It's first the honest.
Honesty.
You're really honest with me, and I think in the beginning of our relationship, after a year, I was kind of shocked that how much
that I'm honest with you.
no, how much little lies we have, that I have in my life.
Oh, in
like
our lives. Okay.
Like at the shop, I wouldn't say something. I would just lie to the if somebody wants to like I don't know, cut the line and ask like, oh, please. And I would say like, yeah, I'm also like in a hurry.
Oh,
Just to
okay.
like,
Assan.
but it was like small situations, small
Yeah.
lies.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it was so, I was so okay with it.
Right.
And after I noticed that you're 100% honest, and I like start noticing these small situations, I think that I also want to be
Oh,
as
okay.
much as you. Yeah.
Is it your suitcase?
Yeah. Did you pack it yourself?
Okay.
So,
Okay. Honesty.
yeah, that's priority.
Mm-hmm.
I'm your priority.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. So I think it's that's how you treat me,
Mm-hmm.
because with this, for example, we were having English lessons.
Keyword
Yeah,
having.
we're having,
Uh-huh.
and you like you saw that I'm tired, and you are not pushing,
Yeah.
and that shows you're not just looking for
Like what I want.
what do you want, or maybe this English lesson, I need them. So for sure you don't want them, but I mean, this small stuff, these details shows that you don't think that just you want it, or you want something. You would think, what do we want? And I I love it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So.
And the third one.
And the third one is fun. Yeah.
Okay.
You are the fun of our relationship.
I'm the fun.
Yeah.
I think we're equal fun.
No. The other day I said, oh, honey, no worries.
Worries.
He said, worries. So that's you're the fun. I'm maybe too serious sometimes.
Which is hilarious to me, because in the last podcast that I did with my close friend Tukjan, and she knows me really well, she said I'm a loser. So
What?
yeah, she said I'm a loser, and that I'm like boring. And you know, when your mom and sister came over recently, and I felt, they were telling us about their lives, we were having conversation, and then they were kind of like, and you guys, and we were like, and I felt like, we're boring or what? So,
we kind of like having the same days by day.
Maybe,
I guess.
Maybe it's that. I mean, I also don't consider myself like a fun person, but when I say that, I don't mean that I don't have fun, right? I have fun. I just have fun in my low energy, introverted way.
So, maybe, yeah.
Okay. So that's your three things, right?
Yeah.
Those three. My three is, okay, first one, an earnest conversation partner. So I feel like you're involved in anything, whether it's like work gossip, or if it's just like, I saw a bird outside. You're equally involved in all conversations, whatever kind of energy I give to the conversation, you also
every
give
cat that you send me.
You say, oh my gosh, did you see your cat?
Aww.
Yeah. So if I show enthusiasm, you also show enthusiasm, which I appreciate a lot, which kind of ties into the next point of like encouragement and support in anything big or small. If it's like, I don't want to go to the gym, can you make me go to the gym? Like you don't make me, but you can't make me do anything. But you encourage me.
Thank you.
Yeah. Or if it's something bigger, right? If I'm having a hard day or something like that, you are able to encourage me to give me the energy or focus or like feelings to, or not strength, but encouragement that I need to get through something. And the last one is stability. I feel like our relationship is really stable in a way that I've never felt before. And I feel like I don't have to worry if something major is going to happen because I know that both of us are going to remain calm. Or maybe I start to freak out and then you'll calm me down, maybe. So, yeah, I think the only time I've seen you freak out is when you started yelling about hips.
Oh.
Funny moment, you know, when you're dating somebody who you have different native languages, you can mix up some words sometimes. And Assan was riding his scooter to work last week, and he fell, if you see his hand. So he lives near my house, and he came to my house. He's like, I fell, and he was dripping with blood. And then I had been doing laundry at the time, and my laundry machine started like gushing water. And he started yelling, what is it?
Vedro,
vedro, vedro, which vedro means bucket, but it's similar to the word for hips, which is
Bёдра.
Bёдра. For me, in my mind, when he was washing the blood off his hands, and saying like vedro, vedro, I thought, what about hips? Why are you freaking out about hips right now? And then he started running like around my house looking for a bucket. And
I was so confused after that incident.
Yeah.
And I couldn't focus. I couldn't find the words.
Yeah.
And I was just doing something, trying at least to do something. So that was what I can do that time. Scream and run around.
So but for the most part, both of us are pretty calm. But sometimes you like to yell about hips in stressful moments. But yeah. Okay, next category is 3 things that we bring to the relationship, which I told you I have no idea what to write down for this category, so I'm winging it. So you start, and I'll think about it.
About this category, I think, I don't know, like, how is that happened and how I still can't believe, but even though we are from the different culture, we are different people. What? Sometimes
Not
I
on
forgot.
Monday. On Monday, 2 become 1. So on Monday, we're one person.
Yeah, finally. So even if we are like from the different cultures, but we have the same love languages. We're a similar person. As you say, we're calm. So the things that you gave us and the things that I think I gave to you, it's our love language. So
the same thing we receive is the same thing we give.
Probably it's the quality time, support, love, and the other languages.
Ditto. Let's go with that and move on to the next category because I don't have anything else to say about that. Okay, 3 things the other person doesn't get from this relationship, and mine are all about the fact that I am not Kazakh. So I like to be like, I'm Kazashka. No, not Vip Kazashka. I don't want to be Vip Kazashka, but I have Kazakh wall hangings in my house. I have
Kazakh kitty.
Kazakh kitty, her name is Kumbat, which is a Kazakh name. I have Kazakh stuff. I like to wear Kazakh clothes, Kazakh jewelry, but I am not Kazakh.
What?
So,
no.
Yeah.
Does my mom know that?
Sometimes I forget Assan is Kazakh. I forget we have different cultures, but okay, most of them are about the fact that I'm not Kazakh. The first one is the fact that Assan doesn't get someone who perfectly understands cultural background and language. Sometimes at least for me in English, when I try to explain myself,
Mhm.
I can when I speak Russian. When I speak Russian, maybe also English, I can explain my points clearly in English. But in
Mhm.
Russian, I can explain like the main idea, maybe, but I can't put the emotions into it. I can't like perfectly communicate
Yeah.
perfectly every detail of my idea because it's not my native language and I don't have the emotions connected to speaking Russian. And so
It's like I love you words.
yeah, right? They say
You,
that
you said, yeah. Sometimes you ask me to say that in Kazakh and in Russian.
Yeah, I mean, that's why they say, right, that people think it's funny to swear in another language because you don't have these emotions connected to these bad words. So it's easier for someone to swear in another language. But so at least for you, we speak in English and only in English, except for when you're yelling about hips. But we speak in English, and maybe you sometimes feel like maybe I don't understand 100% of you or your emotions or maybe frustrations because you're communicating them in English instead of your native language. Second one is that, so you mentioned Kazashka, Vip Kazashka. Vip Kazashka, for those of you who don't know, is, I don't know, she's a girl that's usually has a lot of money. Right?
Not their money.
Not their money, right. It's usually their daddy's money. And a lot of girls in Kazakhstan, they expect that their partner is going to give them everything, do everything for them. I mean, okay, granted, the women usually cook and clean and stay home with the kids, like very traditional view, right? But she expects that the man will give her any money that she wants, all the stuff that she wants, and she shouldn't have to lift a finger. And I don't think you want this aspect of me. No, but we have this difference because I think you have this Kazakh masculine view, which doesn't go well with my American independent woman view. And it's not that I feel like I have to prove like I'm independent, I can do it myself. There's a part of me that wants to do that, right? But there's a part of me like, why shouldn't I carry this if I can carry it? Why should I, like, I don't know, wear your jacket if I'm not cold? But
but isn't it better?
So I think that sometimes there's this, we don't get in arguments about it, but I think there's this like little bit of frustration because I want to do it myself and you want to do it for me.
Not for you. I wanted to help.
You want to help, okay?
Yeah.
Which is great, honey. Thank you very much. But well, why? Just let me do it myself. So that's what you don't get is a girl who wants you to do everything and lets you do everything. And the last one is that living with your mom and your sisters, you get very tasty homemade Kazakh food, which you will never get from me. Especially, you know, I'm a vegetarian and I have not been cooking meat for the last, I moved out when I was 19, so the last 10 years I haven't been cooking meat. And so now I have to learn how to cook meat. And I'm not very confident in that. But not only meat, but Kazakh food. You know, mom's food is always better. And not only do I not cook like your mother and sisters, I also don't cook Kazakh food. So
if you want, we can go to my mom's village.
Leave me in the village for a few months until I learn how to cook Kazakh food.
Yeah. You love nature.
I do love nature. That's true.
And they will teach you the Kazakh language.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You will get the whole stuff.
I will get the whole package and I will learn how to not lift a finger. Okay.
Yeah. Isn't it good?
Think about it. Maybe. All right. What do I not get from this relationship?
I have 2 lists of what you don't get.
2 lists?
Yeah.
2 lists?
One is joke things,
Okay.
one the real things. Because yesterday when I when you asked me, am I doing this list? I said, yeah, I finished the two parts, but I can't find the things that you don't get.
And then you thought of 6.
No, you said like, just give me 3 seconds and I'll give you 6. So I thought, oh, that's a good point. I can split it.
Okay.
So I have real ones.
Okay.
First, the first thing I think we talk about it. We like in the beginning of our relationship, and so I think I'm like emotionally hard. Maybe I'm. There's a situations where I can be like more emotional, like sometimes freaked out, or sometimes when I see the kitty like to be more excited and this kind of stuff. And I think it's maybe sometimes you don't get enough emotions.
Okay.
So
well, today I asked ChatGPT, I told you to analyze. You can send your like screenshots of your conversation to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to analyze your relationship and your communication. And ChatGPT said we're very emotionally open with each other. So,
yeah,
so ChatGPT says that.
So maybe I'm
enough.
open, but my window is small.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
what's your second?
The second stuff is fun. And maybe it's connected to my emotions because if you are not emotional enough, maybe you don't see the fun parts. Because sometimes I think I'm so boring person.
Maybe we're just boring together.
No, but for example, during Africa, the conversations where I was most active and when I had more like emotions, was a conversation about my job. So
you do like to talk about your job, that's true.
Yeah, but I think I like to talk about my job, not because I like my job or not because I'm just boring person who just works all the time and just.
I think we're too old to have fun, I like my quiet, calm fun.
Calm fun?
Calm fun is the best kind of fun.
We have just 3 days in our week, Monday to Friday is one day. There's nothing. There's just one big day where you sleep sometimes and finish it, and Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I think that we have our own kind of fun. Maybe we're not like crazy or very energetic. I think we have fun. I have fun. I don't know about you. I have fun.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I hope so.
Was there one more?
No. The last one is the weekends outside. Because I'm so tired during the week, and Saturday, Sunday, we just love to play. We love to play video games. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we accidentally bought a TV and PS.
Oops. I don't know. I don't feel bad about it. I think it's because, number one, on Thursdays we have date nights. We go to movies or we go to a restaurant. In winter especially, I don't feel bad about it because in winter it's too freaking cold outside.
Yeah, there's nothing to do outside.
Yeah, unless you want to freeze your bunnies off. And so we don't go outside in winter. I don't feel bad about that. But in summer, I think we do like go out. Maybe, do we go out? Do we? We go to the park sometimes. We have a picnic. So I teach on Saturday mornings, and sometimes we will meet at the park, have Turkish coffee and submit in the park sometimes, have a picnic.
We are the bikes ones in the last 3 years.
Bikes once? We did ride bikes once. No, my bike was stolen. Yeah, that's true. So. Okay, that's it for your list, right?
Yeah, that's the serious ones and the jokes one. The things that you don't get. No. Hey!
Sorry, I forgot those were your serious ones. All right, let's hear it.
The joke one, it's you're not gonna have empty space now because there are gonna be another person in your life who has his own vision, who has his own desires to buy stuff and to bring it home.
What?
Yeah.
I have been cleaning out my closet to make room for you to come to my house. I cleaned out 2 shelves, which I feel bad about because I have so much crap and I still got rid of stuff, and the maximum I could clear out was 2 shelves. Then, for months, we've been talking about, I said, please do not bring your ugly desk and your ugly gaming chair. I'm sorry, honey.
It's a cool desk for
It's like a 10-year-old's desk.
yeah,
No.
for $15. That's cool. It was cheap. It was nice. I finished my university on this
Good
desk.
job, honey. So I think for months I've been saying, please don't bring that. Please don't bring that. But finally I found adjustable standing desk.
Oh yeah.
And we got it, which it fits the vibe. About the gaming chair, I'm not so sure. We'll have to find one that...
Yeah.
I just have too much stuff in my apartment.
But honey, we need this chair.
We don't need another chair. My house has no room for anything. I have a studio apartment, so it's not that big. My mom likes to send me stuff. It's her fault. I'm a hoarder. I'm a hoarder. Yeah. People keep asking me what I want as a gift for our wedding, and I say, please give me nothing, absolutely nothing. I'm not being humble. I just don't have any room for anything.
No.
So, yeah. Okay, and you have more.
Yeah, I have another one. Like cold feet. You don't get any cold feet.
Cold feet.
Yeah, because you have your personal heater.
I don't like to wear shoes.
Yeah.
And I don't know, my feet, okay, sometimes they get cold. But Assan is very concerned about my feet never being cold.
Yeah.
I tell him I don't get sick from cold feet. I'm American blood.
Yeah, but where are you? You're in Kazakh. We have different floors, different stuff.
Different floors.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay. All right. That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, last thing I want to talk about is, as I said, we forget sometimes that we're dating a foreigner.
Oh, yeah.
But what advice would we have for people who are dating somebody from a different culture or cultural background?
What advice? That like being together against the all situations, the all things that can happen. It's if there's something happening, I always like think that what we can do against this, like even with small stuff, maybe not cultural differences, but when you are busy and, for example, but I want some attention, I think we are against this. It's not that I'm against you and your schedule or business, but I think it's us against this. Let's think what we can do. So
yeah, I guess, to be honest, any advice you can give someone about dating someone from a different culture would be the same about dating someone from the same culture.
Yeah.
About communication, about not being lazy in the relationship, in communication in other ways, about listening, all of that's pretty much the same as any relationship. So
what would you give to us, for example?
What advice would I give to us?
Yeah.
Like 3 years ago, Assan and Sion.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know.
Because we did pretty well.
Because we did pretty well. Good job. Yeah, I don't know what advice I would give us, because I think we learned, I mean, you can give people advice, and anyways, they have to kind of figure it out for themselves. So, yeah. I guess I wouldn't give myself any advice. So thank you very much for coming on my podcast. Thanks
You're
for coming. It
welcome.
was nice to have you. Guys, thanks so much for listening. And as I'm beginning my podcast, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me to start this podcast out. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys next week.